All right, a trip to Acadia National Park is never complete without enjoying a hot cup of tea and some freshly baked popovers.
Correct. And the Jordan Pond House restaurant is famous for serving them up since the late 1800s. But Alex, I know that the Jordan Pond House, many of us visit every summer, is facing a bit of an uncertain future this morning, right?
Yeah, it is, Sharon. So, according to park officials, Jordan Pond House has some design flaws. The Park Service has been making repairs over the years, but it hasn't been enough. So, more aggressive solutions are being considered to ensure the restaurant continues to serve those famous popovers for years to come.
It is a cultural landscape that people have been enjoying for many years, and we want to continue that tradition.
A tradition going back to the 1890s. Jordan Pond House has always sat on this hill, overlooking Jordan Pond in the Bubble Mountains. It's where hungry travelers come to eat popovers made from this original handwritten recipe. But the building as we know it today wasn't always there.
The original Pond House was quite a rustic shingle-style, single-story structure.
Earl Bracklin is president of the Bar Harbor Historical Society. He says the original Jordan Pond House had walls and room dividers made of birch bark. Not a good thing one day in 1979.
Once the fire began, there wasn't going to be much hope of putting it out.
On that June day, the building burnt to the ground, but the community was determined to rebuild.
They tried to encompass the same views and have sort of a similar shape to the building.
But over time, the structure has proved to be anything but perfect.
There are some issues with water infiltration. There's also some issues with structural columns.
Katie Liming with the National Park Service says they plan to address the issues, but how has yet to be decided.
So that could be a rehabilitation of the current building. It could be a reconstruction.
Some locals say they would miss the building if it was torn down.
I won't pretend that there isn't a bit of nostalgia there for me personally.
In his 20s, Tim Rich worked at the Pond House as a server. He says it's always been a place of tradition on Mount Desert Island and would like to see it stay that way.
Hopefully it can have the renovations needed and continue to be a shining monument of Acadia National Park for a long time to come.
So Katie Liming says it's too soon to put a timeline on the project to address the issues with Jordan Pond House, but it is a park priority and given its scope would likely require congressional notification or approval. Liming reassured me that the building is safe and expects it to be open this summer. Thank goodness, because I want some popovers. Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.